Hey there, I'm Kevin Hu. I'm a first gen and low income college graduate, and I'm really excited to introduce you to FReal Talk. FReal Talk is a new video podcast that explores the perspectives and experiences of first gen college students as well as professionals. This inaugural season of For Real Talk is about origins. Specifically, origins are a very important part of who you are, yet you can still not let origins define you. During this season, I'm going to take you on a journey connecting the origins of different guests with the life stages that they're at right now, and also talk about how their origins have shaped who they've become. So, for this initial episode, I'm going to share a little bit more about myself. I'm an immigrant from rural China. I grew up below the poverty line. It was really difficult getting through this entire process of college and career. But what motivated me was having the opportunity to lift others up and to make it so that people in the future have an easier time accessing social and economic mobility. Currently, I'm building a software company called Firstly, and Firstly helps program administrators build programs with measurable impact. I know that the word programs is a bit vague, but to give you a better idea, our software helps with mentorship, career development, startup acceleration programs, and even one on one coaching. With that said, some other things I've accomplished in my life. I'm the first in my family to ever graduate from college, and also the first to get an MBA at UC Berkeley Haas. And so, with that, let's kind of dive into where this all begins. I already mentioned that I'm an immigrant from rural China, and I was someone who never did good at school. My very first year of high school, I got three D's and two C's. I grew up thinking that my life wouldn't amount to anything due to the challenges I had in higher education and also just my, I guess, lack of ability to pay attention because I have ADHD, which I was diagnosed with later in life. In all honesty, I felt pretty lost throughout all of this process in both college and career, and it was mentors who showed me the way. Specifically in college, I had peer mentors who I could ask all the dumb questions to. Questions about, what is business casual? How do I talk to professionals and like build relationships with them? This is stuff I didn't really know. And because both of my parents were farmers, they didn't know either. So it was really thanks to peer mentorship that helped me start my career. But when I started my career, I also struggled. The first year, I got a really bad performance review in my job. Something along the lines of uh, lack of commitment to meeting company quality standards. Now, I will say this is before my ADHD diagnosis, and after getting treated for that condition, I actually became a high performer, and I started to get promotions and raises, and this experience of kind of accelerating economic mobility uh, was characterized with a lot of guilt because as I was getting promoted, as I was getting raises, I was just watching my mom stay at the exact same place as she was 20 years ago when we immigrated to the States, stuck in the same minimum wage job with no light at the end of the tunnel. I was very frustrated. My mom works way harder than I do. Why is it that I get to enjoy the perks and benefits of economic mobility while she's still at the same place? This kind of frustration with the status quo and how things are is really what led to me applying for my MBA at UC Berkeley Haas. And actually, in my personal statements, I wrote about building a company like Firstly, a company that accelerates social and economic mobility. Now, with that said, this is just the beginning of the stories that I'll be sharing with you throughout the season. And if you are interested in hearing more about how other people, other first gen students and professionals have connected their origins with their current life stage and career aspirations, then I encourage you to subscribe and just kind of stay tuned because I'm really excited to have you all here. With that said, Thanks so much for your time and looking forward to seeing you more on FReal Talk.